8 hand-stitched ivory leather chairs were positioned around an oval table, and a glass chandelier hung from a tray ceiling. The adjacent wall was finished with a glass-paneled black wine cellar door. After we ordered 2 buffalo mozzarella caprese salads and eggplant bruschetta, we perused the wine selection. We settled on a bottle of red wine that cost as much as my car insurance. Jack swirled the contents before taking a drink. A nod was the signal of approval, and then he poured the cranberry-colored liquid into my glass. "Johnny Walker Black. Rocks," he said to the server. "You aren't having any wine?" "I'll have a glass with dinner." "So," I drawled out, "do you come here often?" I laughed at my own question. "Not as much as I would like," he replied. "I was here in June for Carol's birthday." Jealousy spread through my chest at the thought of Carol sitting here with Jax in such an intimate setting, laughing and talking. Had they been an item? "Is that something you do often? Join your employees for birthday dinners at expensive restaurants?" "Not particularly," he replied. "But when the woman I'm seeing asked me to accompany her to her sister's birthday dinner, I'm obligated to go." I stilled, my heart galloping in my chest. "Carol has a sister, and you dated her?" My mind raced, thinking back to the article for the Children's Hospital fundraiser and the brunette on his arm. Was she Carol's sister? Why did they break up? This could explain Carol's shitty attitude towards me. "Yes, her name is Trina, and we weren't in a committed relationship," he commented. "I had several charitable obligations, and I was advised to be seen with someone on my arm." "Why?" I pressed, my voice taking on shakiness. He leaned forward. "I had been considering a run for the state senate." I shook my head in confusion, and even though I heard him perfectly, I still asked the question. "Are you serious?" Before he could reply, our server breezed in, depositing our appetizers, Jax's scotch, and then refilling our water glasses. My fingers tapped against my lips. A senator. He wanted to be a senator? "I can tell this is all overwhelming. Let me explain," he said, draping his linen napkin across his lap. "I was considering a run for Senate, but then I decided that further expanding Hart Hotels was more important to me. I couldn't do both, so I put my political aspirations on hold." "On hold? As in you'd like to resume them at some point?" I stabbed at a tomato with my fork. "I intend to, yes." "And you need to be seen in public with someone on your arm because it shows commitment, a dedication of sorts." He nodded. "Being viewed as coupled as opposed to a single bachelor does appeal more favorably to voters." "Jesus Christ, Jackson! When were you planning to tell me all of this?" My fork clanged against the salad plate, and my words spilled out harsher than I intended. I took a hurried sip of wine. "Are you mad?" "Are you avoiding my question?" I shot back. I was somewhat getting used to the idea of being in his world. Now suddenly it didn't feel like Jax's world, the guy I'd met who'd helped me with my car and talked about state fair food. It definitely felt like Jackson James Hart's world, and I was plain old Stevie Brockman, who lived in a 2-bedroom apartment above a Chinese restaurant. Forget the staff at Hart Hotels finding out about the two of us. The press would have a field day with that information. I wasn't exactly the epitome of a senator's girlfriend.
"Look, Stevie, I am not sure what the future holds. What I do know is that I like spending time with you. I also like a nice glass of scotch, politics, and playing 9 holes of golf."
He leaned closer to me.
"And normally, holidays are just another day for me. Sometimes I spend them eating alone at the hotel. But today, I am with you, and I'm happier than I have been in a long time. Happy, and not just going through the motions of the day."
My heart splintered at his admission. I couldn't help feeling like shit, because I could relate on some level. Holidays back home were spent mostly avoiding my redneck cousins and listening to my dad and his hillbilly brother talk about the good old